There's quite a few burpee challenges going around online at the moment, so I just wanted to talk to you about burpee technique and a few different variations that you can do. So before we get into the variations, just want to talk about one main thing technique wise, which is about your foot width when you come back up for the burpee. So kind of traditional burpee, you go down to the floor, either jump out or step the feet out. When we come back in, what I like people to do is stand quite wide in that start, so we can almost get into a squat position and then come up. The reason I like people to do this is to reduce those shear forces on that low back. We come in quite narrow with that stance. Naturally, that back then gets quite a big arch and both stand upright, which when we're potentially doing quite a lot of repetitions of this, we may find it aggravates that low back a little bit. Whereas when we come back in nice and wide with the feet, it allows us to almost get into this deep squat position, then get my back in a lot more of a neutral position. So driving up, just putting a little bit less pressure on that low back. The first burpee we're going to do is a bit more upright. So you can use something like a sofa, chair, something that's not going to move. We can do it down with the hands, with the feet. We can either walk the feet out one at a time, or we can jump the feet out if we want to, and then do the reverse of what you just did, come back to that start position, standing back up. Okay, so the next version is taking it down to the floor. So we've got the hands down again. First one, just stepping out 1 foot at a time, is going to be the easier version. Walking back in, remember feet nice and wide, allowing us to get into that squat position, standing upright. Next one, we can do the same, but this time we can add a squat thrust into there, so we jump out, jump back in nice and wide again, coming back up. The next one we can add a jump onto the end of that burpee. Then you go down, squat thrust out, come back, come up with a nice squat jump. The next variation we can add a press up, go down, feet out, press up, back in, and jump up. And then our last variation is coming all the way down to the floor. So we go down, lower ourselves, chest hits the floor, drive back up, adding that jump in at the end.